name is Clive Holmes. I'm the Managing Partner and the Chief Investment Officer of the Silverfern Group. Today we're going to take you through the 2020 Silverfern Annual Investor Presentation. We're going to have a look at where the firm is today, what we've achieved in the past year. We'll have a detailed review of the portfolio and how it is performing at the moment, and we'll have a quick look at the year ahead and what it is that we can expect. Silverfern remains one of the few truly global middle market private equity investment firms today. We invest on behalf of both institutions and a network of over 65 ultra high net worth investors. We are local in 23 countries as we invest globally. We have a consistent investment strategy, direct middle market private equity. That strategy is unchanged for over 10 years. We have a consistent and cohesive investment team. There have been no senior departures from our firm in over 10 years, and our average investment committee tenure is also approaching 10 years. We have a strong and defensible investment strategy. We have 2 global information networks that we've built over the last 18 years that give us private market information flows and great access to due diligence. And it's repeatable. We've made 27 platform investments and numerous follow-on investments, and all have been Silverfern originated, with no investments through auctions or other processes. Let's turn to the COVID-19 pandemic. We've consciously designed a systemically diversified portfolio to account for global risks such as COVID-19. As the impact of COVID-19 has become more apparent as time has worn on, we are pleased to report that our portfolio is performing as expected. Some of our companies have been negatively impacted, have revised their business models and are recovering. Other of our companies, however, have been positively impacted by the pandemic and have seen increasing revenues and widening margins. But the COVID-19 pandemic is affecting us all. I think it's worth having a look at how Silverfern is reacting to that challenge. Obviously, we're working from home, like everybody else. Communication has been a key part of our strategy. Communicating amongst ourselves, communicating with our business partners, and importantly, communicating directly with our portfolio companies. Looking at those portfolio companies, they have also worked from home where they're able. Communication there has included a focus on employee safety. But they've been affected in different ways. Some have been negatively affected, but as I mentioned, some also have identified opportunities during the COVID-19 pandemic. Turning to new investments, we have a new normal, but we are investing with the same strategy that we have employed for the last 10 years. We have a keener focus on operating risk, particularly as how it may be affected by the global pandemic. We are looking at leverage, making sure that we are conservative. We are having a close look at business performance, both during the recovery from the pandemic and also how that business performance will be affected going forward. And lastly, we're looking for opportunities, particularly as may apply to value versus price. Our strategy is to mitigate systemic risk by investing globally and by partnering on everything we do to make sure that we don't substitute market or local risk for the systemic risk in our portfolio. We invest with experienced local investment partners. We achieve this through our strategy to partner. We partner with qualified local investment partners on every investment that we make. We partner with the over 65 ultra high net worth investors in our investor network. And importantly, we partner with the over 50 qualified, vetted senior operating executives on the Silverfern Advisory Board. Our strategy is to identify significant dislocations between price and value, where those dislocations are either temporary or controllable. 2 recent examples, which I think demonstrate this well, were our acquisitions of American Medical Technologies and EPTech, where in both cases we were able to improve both price and structure of the deal because of the impact of the global pandemic. Our deep investment insight makes us a globally diversified investor and an industry and asset specialist. Turning now to Silverfern today, by the numbers. We have one core product, direct private equity. We have 3 investment markets, being the Americas, Western Europe, and Asia Pacific. We have 3 key investment offices, being New York, Frankfurt, and Sydney, Australia. We have 9 senior members of our investment team, and as I said, our investment committee tenure is approaching an average of 10 years. And we have 12 assets in our current portfolio, which span 12 industry types and all 3 of our geographic regions. We have over 50 members of the Silverfern Advisory Board, all of whom are experienced, seasoned operating executives. And there are over 65 members in our global investment network. All of this has come together to produce over $625 million invested in 27 portfolio companies, with 19 of those investments already fully or partially realised. Let's have a look at what we achieved over the 2019 to 2020 year. It was another busy year for Silverfern. We had 2 new platform investments. We had 3 refinancings. We had 1 add-on acquisition, 1 full exit, and 5 partial exits or distributions. We further progressed our committed capital products, particularly Silverfern Global Opportunities Fund 3. That is a €300 million fund based out of Luxembourg, on which we had our first very successful close during the COVID pandemic at March 31 on €110 million. There is a €5 million minimum commitment, and it's a 3-year investment period with a 10-year term. It offers fee-free and carry-free co-investment. We are targeting a final close in December of 2020. I'll now turn over to Edward Rimland. Ed is a managing director in our New York office, and he'll take you through a detailed review of our current portfolio.
Thank you, Clive. And today I will do an overview of the Silverfern portfolio. As Clive has mentioned, we have a number of investments around the world with 24 private equity investments and over $600 million invested. 13 of those investments have been full exits with 6 partial exits, and we're currently managing 12 investments, including the 2 in blue that Clive has mentioned. AMT and Eptec are 2 most recent investments. Thinking about these active investments, they are in fact truly global and really span all of our major investing areas in the United States, Europe, Australia, as well as 1 investment in South America, as Clive has mentioned. With that, I'm pleased to turn it back to Clive Holmes, who will conclude our presentation.
Thank you, Ed. I'd now like to have a look at the year ahead of us and what we're doing to source new investments and manage our portfolio. First of all, we're going to be doing more of the same, maintaining our successful direct private equity co-control strategy. We're going to be investing globally, but maintaining our local presence. We're going to continue to look at both the short and long-term effects of COVID-19. We're going to be managing our investments even more closely with our partners. We're going to continue to use prudent balance sheets and leverage. And we're also going to be looking hard at opportunities to invest as markets heal. We're going to further develop our committed capital products, particularly Silverfern Global Opportunities Fund 3 and our separately managed accounts. And lastly, we're going to be patient and rigorous as we look for compelling new investment opportunities. We're going to resist using structure alone to drive returns, and we're going to be prudent with our leverage to make sure that we can continue to survive any future downturns such as COVID-19 has proved to be. In short, looking at 2020, we remain optimistic at the opportunities to invest that we will find, but we intend to remain very disciplined, very true to our investment strategy as we opportunistically add to our investment portfolio in what we expect to be a solid investment market. Thank you.